What do we do about Marcus Rashford? Connor, you're a United fan. Tell us.
There's not much left to say about Marcus Rashford. I think it ran its course a few years ago, in my opinion. I think it was dragged on longer than it had to. He did have that amazing season 2 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago. Yeah, but the thing is with him, he'll give you a good season and then he'll kind of go missing for 2 seasons, 3 seasons. There's not many people I've seen that do things like that before, but to be completely honest, it's been done a while. It was done as soon as he started going nightclubbing before big games, getting dropped before games, because he was just not focused at all. I think there's a big narrative going around. I seen a bloke on TikTok crying over him leaving, which was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen on social media. Just is. I've told you before, he's just not a United legend. Calling him a legend is an insult to legends of the past, in my opinion.
No, but isn't he a legend because he's been at United so many years, no?
Yeah, but
and he was also, he's that he's mank
United legend and like the players
Phil Jones was at United for ages.
Yeah.
It's because of Man United.
You can't say Rashford's a United legend.
Yeah, but he's born and bred Manchester.
Loads of people were born and bred Manchester.
And he played for Manchester, bro.
What's he?
Welbeck's, in all fairness.
I don't know. I don't think he achieved nearly enough to be considered a legend. Dragging it on and getting loads of managers sacked over this span of 10 years. Does that make you a legend?
But did he get managers sacked?
Yes. He's outlasted way too many managers. Ten Hag, don't get me wrong, all the managers post-Fergie really probably at the time they got sacked deserved to get sacked. But if we're looking at them one by one, Ten Hag, Rashford, let him down, wasn't punctual to
Rashford
training.
also carried him the season before.
Yeah, that's true.
And now probably not in the job if it isn't for Rashford.
But at the time, that isn't that kind of Rashford's job. Like, he just stopped trying. He gave up on him completely.
No,
He's
but
not
that
the
was a
only
one-man
one.
team though that year. He scored 30 goals. You had no one of goal scorers.
I don't know,
So
man.
you have to like credit him for that season.
No, I'll give him credit when he plays well, but it's like...
And prior to like, I think Solskjaer, he was banging in like 20 GA a season, innit?
I don't know. At Solskjaer, even then, towards the end, he started letting him down. I remember the 5-0 against Liverpool just before Ollie lost his job. The bloke was walking from minute 1. I was at the game. He's walked from the first minute until the final minute. Don't get me wrong, he's not the only one that gives up on managers. And then Mourinho, as against Liverpool as well at Anfield, walked the entire game. It feels like every time it gets tough, Rashford, there's a few others, Luke Shaw, there's a few of them, will always let managers down and outlast managers. And Amorim's come in, he's seen that, he said, "You're not outlasting me, get out straight away." I think he's like been...
I think that's harsh, personally. I think like...
Would he get in? Would he get into any other top 6 starting lineup?
Quality-wise, yes.
Over Arsenal's
But
wingers?
he doesn't get in our team.
I don't think he gets into
I
that.
think he does.
I'll tell you why he doesn't get in our team. He don't track back. All the top wingers track back.
You think Arteta's going to allow someone not track back?
So, like, if it was a case of not tracking back, Martinelli and Saka will score more goals regardless, if they were allowed to stay up the pitch. I thought there's a recent video came out, like Martinelli scored a goal against Leeds like 2-3 years ago on a counter-attack. And he was saying that even though he scored the goal, the next day the manager was like, "Why were you not tracking back?"
Mad.
So it's just how we play.
Yeah.
And that's just not Arsenal. United got the same now.
Exactly.
Amorim's come in against Arsenal. At the Emirates, he goes Rashford on the bench. I want players that work hard, that drop deeper. That's how football's going. Off the ball, teams are not letting fullbacks 2v1 anymore. Everyone's dropping back as well. So the only team he goes to me is outside of Europe, innit? Chelsea, again, Chelsea as well. They got hard-working young
Chelsea
wingers.
got way too many
I
better
wouldn't
wingers.
even say no. Maybe this was 2 years ago. I would say yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm
now
saying.
no. Now we're just too stacked.
But who would you have ahead of him? If, let's say, I put Rashford in your team
What
right now.
about Liverpool?
Oh, Gakpo and Diaz.
Yeah, but Rashford, you know?
Why are we pawning him off to other teams?
But even outside the top big 6, I don't think he gets into Newcastle's team over Gordon and Barnes. I'm being honest. He's not that good. Rashford is not that good.
Let's get it right. His quality is up there, like top. Rashford on his, like, if we're talking just on the ball, going forwards, attacking, one of the best in the league. 100%.
On his day.
Yeah, on his day, but also like
But
when
when's
he's
he proven that?
when he's in
on his day, though.
when he's in his right system
Why
as
do
well.
you hate
you
on
know?
his day?
Because that's such a like.
But it's true.
It's a cop out, low key.
It is. That just means he's not consistent, isn't it?
When's he
saying,
proven that he's
that's-
like one of the
we're
best
just saying
players?
I do
you're
agree,
not
though.
consistent, so we're gonna.
Let's hear it.
But like Rashford's ability-wise, I think if he was put in the right system to accommodate him as the main player, then I think he'd be great going forwards. But I realise that all our top clubs, like we were saying it, not at Chelsea, not at Arsenal, like Liverpool, because we realise tracking back is just as important. Fans don't like to hear that, but that's how football's going. Whereas if you got Serie A, you got teams in there that aren't tracking back as much. Like Rafael Leao is an amazing player, right? You don't track back, and he's allowed to do that in the Serie A.
It does hold him back.
He's known for being lazy, and people like that, But the Premier League is different. Bukayo Saka is fantastic going forwards, but defensively does just as much as well. So
Sounds like it's like the
important.
pinnacle of that. In all fairness,
Run me through the teams, because you just said he wouldn't get into teams outside top six. So we're saying doesn't get into City.
He don't get into any of the top 5 in my opinion over their wingers, the big 6.
Alright.
And then outside of that, I don't think he gets into Newcastle. He should be pushing it to get into Villa's. They've got a winning form. He just wouldn't work in that. Villa's players work harder than most players out of any of the teams in the league. So if you add him into that, it's disjointed straight away.
his future isn't that wide. If he goes to the top club,
Yeah,
he'll be up front.
He
He has to be, as a striker. As a
he's
striker.
so he's lazy.
As a striker.
I
Yeah, but
haven't
see, as
seen
a
many players as
striker,
lazy.
I can see Rashford pressing you when it's like to do with him, because he realizes if I press, I can win the ball back, I can score. I think he's selfish as well, and he realizes tracking back isn't always going to get him the limelight. He wants to score the goals, get the assist, that gets him all the plaudits and stuff. So that's why look, go to the Serie A, go to PSG, go to Saudi Arabia.
I
you
think
know?
PSG
Yeah.
PSG.
Go to LAFC. You love the like that. You know what I mean?
He's 27, man.
Yeah,
not
that's
33.
too early.
Hey, listen,
gonna
man,
go
they
somewhere
need a
everyone will
star
forget about
player
him.
at their
That's
peak
the
of their
thing,
powers. You know
in
what I
my
mean?
opinion.
What you think? Where he goes somewhere and what?
He'll go somewhere and everyone will forget about him.
I think
he'll
he goes
go to one of those teams.
I think he goes to Paris and cooks.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I
he
think
has
he'll
to go
cook
PSG.
abroad, yeah.
Because who PSG got up front? They got
The only thing is they've got Bradley
They got
Barcola, and he's like
young
he's
players
cooking. He's
come through.
19.
very good.
But then
Who's watching Liga? That's what I mean. He'll get forgetting about
Only,
it.
Rashford.
only, the, only
Rashford.
differential involved. Yeah.
But when you give him the star limelight, he's a star. Let's not forget. So at PSG, if he's got like the main stage there, he's got the Paris nightlife as well. He's got all the French beanies. Bro, he's cooking. Do you know what I mean?
He actually
That's
is.
why he performed well for a little bit. Then he dropped off.
Exactly.
although this video's gone left. This is an AMP video. We put Kabir in the video. It's turned into AMP video. I just bleeped the last minute out. I think it's Paris, man, and I think he should have gone time ago. Personally,
Yeah, I agree.
because I think now, like the fact that Connor's going, he's not a legend at United, and you're like saying it's not even a debate. You're saying it's factually not a legend. If he left like 3 years ago, nobody would be able to debate that whether he was a legend or not. He goes to Paris, does really well, and I think the narrative around him changes.
Yeah,
Now, like,
that was so important.
I think like, yeah, I don't think it's kind of like Sancho at Chelsea. Like when he came to United from Dortmund, everyone was going crazy for him. Now, like he does something and it's like, yeah, good from Sancho, but like the expectations dropped.
So yeah,
So his environment. That's what it is. He needs to change his environment. Go somewhere different. Find something
That's
fresh.
it.
That's all it is.
He
Fresh
has to
start.
change it.
If
He's
he
been
was to
United for
stay in
too long
England,
now, yeah.
it's like,
He
like
cannot stay in
it's
England.
West Ham or something like that.
Yeah, I agreed.
He's not.
Bro.
Well,
that's his level.
That's rude.
Well,
That's his level.
It's his level. You can agree it's his level, but he's not going to go to West Ham.
Yeah, it's true. He's not better than Bowen either, actually. But that's
Because on the left is Kudus.
It's good.
he might not
Long
get into
L,
that team.
bro.
I can't lie.
That's actually quite mad.
They'll have to take him up front then.
That's where Bowen plays.
Full Craig.
Yeah.
Oh, does he play up front?
No, he has been recently. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying up front.
wait, let's so City were saying top 5 were saying no.
No.
Newcastle saying no.
No.
Villa were saying no. Brighton, Mitoma.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I will say right now, I still think at Liverpool he could do well. Because
He
Salah.
don't work hard enough
No,
to
he
do
doesn't,
that.
right?
No.
But
Liverpool have the most
Salah,
suffocating press.
Salah can obviously drop back, but he stays forward. He's accommodated as a forward, right? That's why he scores so many goals. Rashford will press. I think he will press, but it's tracking back he won't do. And Liverpool don't need that.
No, we do because our left side always tracks back. Even Salah does a lot more dog work than Rashford.
Yeah, but I think look,
Salah
listen.
does do a
If you
dog
think of
work as
Rashford
well,
is,
he
if you
does
can
do.
get him to buy into your project, he's better than Diaz. He's better than Martin.
He won't buy into it though.
Yeah.
He just
Hey, you
won't.
never know, man. Trust
But
me.
on the base of what?
At the one point you have to say to himself, look, his talent is up this point, right? What does he have to show for it? A Europa League, an FA Cup. If you want to win a Premier League title, a Champions League, you're gonna have to track back.
But it depends.
At
if he wants
United
to.
is, I don't know, man. I think it's too comfortable at United. It's comfortable. What's that club in Manchester? China White, isn't it? That's what China White.
I thought you were
Oh,
asking
the club.
I thought you were asking
Yeah,
about
it is.
football club. I was like,
No, it's like club in Manchester. Yeah, but the point is, right, like he's comfortable in the environment of money. Get out of there, go somewhere different, come to London or something like that, you know, or go abroad. That's as simple as
Yes,
that.
go to Paris.
It's not staying
Yeah.
at United. He can't stay at United.
Yes, go PSG.
Also, it's weird because like we're speaking about him like he doesn't get into West Ham, etc., etc. But then we're going Paris. It's so random.
Makes
like
no sense, yeah.
one's
That's
like one of the
just-
biggest
yeah.
clubs in the world, and we're saying West Ham.
What's that, yeah.
Like,
That's
it's-
just where the league's gone. People don't like to hear it, but we work hard. That's what it is, isn't it? But like 10 years ago, no one really cared about tracking back. It was like a nice thing to have, but it wasn't like a.
It wasn't a necessity.
Yeah, now we have to do it.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, then you're not gonna get in the top sides.
Yeah,
I also wonder, you know, you're saying about whether like if he buys into a challenge, winning the FA Cup, Europa League. I think he might be like Hazard. Remember when Hazard said recently, like, I never wanted to be the best, and you know we're all obsessed with like, Caicedo wants to be the best player in the world. What if he doesn't want to be the best player in the world?
Yeah.
What if actually he's like, I'm just happy being a
happy.
sick footballer,
Yeah.
and that's calm for me.
Yeah.
Because we're through the Messi, Ronaldo generation, where like everyone needs to be
Everyone
really
needs to
good.
be as good as them or
Yeah.
near their successors or whatever.
But Hazard was literally like, I actually don't want to be the best. He was like, I was amazing at football. Everyone rates me. I made loads of money. My family eats well.
Bro,
Like,
he's living.
yeah,
Messi and
exactly.
Ronaldo ruined the way we watch football, you know. Actually, low key it did.
I think so.
High key.
Yeah.
No, high key.
Yeah, it definitely did.
What? We have a striker who get like 30 goals and like 10 assists would be like, oh, but it's not correct. Ronaldo says
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what, bro? That's not normal.
Like when people were talking about Vinny's stats, like why he shouldn't win Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, bro.
Stats were still good. They just weren't the Ballon d'Or that we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, that's the thing, man. And I think in terms of Rashford as well, we have to look at it, the pressure he has in Manchester. He's meant to be like the star man. He's the poster
meant to
boy.
be him. Yeah.
I think he needs to take that pressure off him.
I agree.
Because if he goes to, let's just say he went to Arsenal, right? He's not seen as the star of the show as Saka. Saka's the homeboy. Yeah. He's come through the academy and he can burn in that pressure. Then Rashford can do his stuff behind the scenes, score some important goals. That's what his role's got to be. Yeah. In Manchester, he's like, look, if he don't turn up, if United don't turn up, Rashford's the first thing they talk about.
That's true.
And come on, you're meant to be our
Yeah,
star boy.
exactly.
You're him. You know, you're part of the academy. Blah blah
Yeah,
blah. Like,
he's the one come through the academy.
If United are doing bad, his face is like in bold. Do you know what I mean? So
send him to Bournemouth, man.
damn, bro.
Bournemouth.
Semenyo.
I mean,
Semenyo. Hey, respect Semenyo, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
Mate, he
actually-
ain't getting it anyway. I
It's
can't lie.
actually quite
It's
techy.
mad.
Yeah,
If you put forward Rashford, Semenyo, and Kudus, I'll take Kudus, I'll take Semenyo, and put Rashford bottom.
That's mad.
And that's for Arsenal, by the way.
That's mad.
If you were to rank them three.
Not quality wise, I think Rashford's still the best. But at Arsenal, who I'm taking.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so basically who you taking for your team, right?
Yeah.
Trying to think. I'm actually trying to, in my head, go through the teams in the Premier and go,
And
where
also,
does
we're
he go?
forgetting 300k a week.
Yeah, that's a
Is he
put
taking a
him in
pay?
Leicester.
Is he taking a pay cut?
Who plays left?
He definitely getting less.
Who's the one that got injured recently? Fatau.
Yeah, and they've got Steffi Mavrididi.
Good players.
Bro.
I was going through top 10s. I thought about Brentford. I was like, he ain't getting in over
This is
him.
why I'm saying. See, look, Rashford needs to watch this podcast, right? And go, look, he knows he's better than all of his guys. Prove it. Show
Yeah,
it to
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Like, we know you're better than these players,
Yeah.
but you're not working hard. It's something as basic as that. You've got the hard part, the part that you can't coach, the talent, right?
Yeah.
Now just work harder.
Like,
That's all it is.
Yeah, and
right,
also
but you know what
apply
I
it
mean?
as well. There's
Yeah,
also
that's-
like the application.
That's what it is, mentality.
After his third season, I was done. That was done.
Third season.
Yeah.
We had the Ten Hag season.
That one season, I was like, oh, he might be back. But every other season, apart from that one, mate. He had a little NHS Rashford, but NHS Martial was better. So it's like,
Yeah, the front three of Martial.
The big one.
I was like, what? I thought it was stood for something NHS. I was like, who played the front three of NHS?
but nah.
Yeah, I hear it, bro. I hear it. All right, where do you think he's going?
Where do I think he's going?
Yeah, like where do you think he's gonna end up?
I actually think he's going to end up in Saudi.
At 27.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that.
He's cooked.
No, I'm not even saying it like that, but I'm saying
Like, there's been some top players at that age going. How old is Milinkovic-Savic?
Who else is paying them wages?
Yeah,
only,
yeah.
That's what it is.
only Saudi would
wages,
pay
yeah.
that much for a mid player. Let's face it.
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying
Probably get a pay increase.
yeah, probably because
yeah.
it is quite mad actually. Some of the Saudi clubs will literally go like, "You're on 300k a week and you want to come here, we'll give you 600k a week."
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
just
he
weird.
don't even want the money. Like he'll take 400k.
Yeah.
Like, why are you offering 6? Are you saying Saudi?
I think PSG.
And they got the P's as well. What you saying?
I don't know about PSG, you know. You've got Barcola coming through as well.
I know.
And then you've got
Also, Luis Enrique's the gaffer.
Enrique's the gaffer.
And
he
he bollocked Mbappe. You seen
Do you
that
know what I
video?
mean? They work hard.
That video was good.
So good.
So I think, yeah, Saudi's the most realistic right now.
Yeah.
I lie. The
'Cause
more
he
I
could be
think
a
about
star
it,
there, yeah, anyway. Think about it. He could be a star there. He could work as hard as you want, get paid double your money as well.
Yeah.
And,
And you're not in a lot.
Yeah,
Like, no
that's
one's
what it
really.
is.
No one's watching.
really
No one's
that.
watching it, yeah, exactly.
You scored like 40 goals, yeah, and you'd be held to like.
Yeah, that's what it is.
yeah. I don't know why. Like, I think, you know, like certain players suit certain teams or certain places. So, like, if you go, like, I don't know, if you think, like, when you go Saudi, everyone's like, nah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, he almost, like, doesn't suit going to Saudi.
Yeah, for sure.
Whereas I think, like, if I looked, I think Rashford suits the States. Now, I know, like, that, like, playing in
Yeah, he
MLS
does.
is, like, below
does.
Saudi, genuinely, because the quality's worse.
Yeah.
But, lifestyle-wise, his recent lifestyle choices.
He'll
like-
have a blast.
Yeah, I think
He'll
he'll have a
have a
sick
great
time.
time.
If he goes LA,
He'll have a great
Yeah,
time.
you ain't-
I'll be so happy for him as well.
Yeah, like
I'll be
low
so
key, I'm
happy
like,
for him.
actually, like, if you go Saudi,
LAFC, you got Giroud up top,
Yeah.
Rashford on the left. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
bro, that's a good
Ricky,
front line.
Ricky Peak and Galaxy as well.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen,
That's amazing.
it's not a
I'm
bad
gonna
shout.
say MLS. I'm gonna say MLS.
Which is mad because Rashford should be going to Real Madrid. He should be. The quality
Should
of
be.
player is up there.
be.
I'm telling you, Marcus Rashford on his day is unstoppable.
What about Martial?
Obviously,
Let's go,
Martial as well,
let's go.
another player. Like, but injury prone is different. Right? Rashford's not injury prone. He's
Yeah,
fit.
true.
He's available. So he's
Okay,
got the
cool.
fitness
I was gonna
right.
say that on his day.
He's
It's
reliable
true,
in terms
it's
of
true, it's
fitness.
true, it's true,
His
it's true.
quality is top level, right?
Wait, you're saying he should
Game-
go to Madrid now?
My point was he should be going to that club type of level.
Oh,
of
should be what
yeah.
he
With
should
his
be
level of talent, that's what he should be aiming for. Because Madrid don't work hard either.
I know what you mean.
Vinicius
You just
Junior,
don't have to drive.
but Mbappe, Rodrigo, they're all obviously attackers, and that's the first foremost. That's the quality of player we're looking at. But unfortunately, mentality is the issue. And if you can't fix that, you're going to end up at LAFC.
All right, LFC for Marcus Rashford. Let us know. Where's Marcus Rashford going? Imagine he goes MLS at 27.
That'd be so.
Don't make
funny.
no sense
That'd
though,
be so funny. I can't lie. Yeah, I don't even hate Rashford, but I would laugh.
bro.
I
A
would
minute ago
laugh.
you said I'd love it for him if he was in Saudi.
Like, no. If he goes to America for his mental health, I would love it because you'll have a great time.
Yeah, yeah.